So do you want to earn $30,000 in just one day? I know this might seem like a bit of a stretch, but you're going to find out exactly how in this episode. This is a behind the scenes episode with Callum, where we go through how he just a few days ago on Saturday earned $30,000 with signing on new clients. And today of actually recording this, he signed on another $9,000 of coaching clients as well. But what is so amazing and why I love so much in this story is Callum, it was just 6 weeks ago at a job he was hating, earning $16.56 per hour. And now he's running an absolutely amazing fitness business, actually being just 3 clients away of being fully booked. And now we're looking into how he's going to have to hire on 1 to 2 new trainers and launch his new membership site as well in such a short amount of time. What's so amazing is we've only been into this for just 6 weeks time. So this shows you how quickly you can get this up and running and how you're able to build such a great fitness business by doing the stuff that counts and that I want to share with you in this interview with Callum. Where are you at? Do you know what I mean? And especially where were you at before we actually started diving into this stuff together?
Okay, where was I at? I just come back overseas. I lived over there for 3 months and I did a bit of personal training in gyms over there, not too far away from you, Timor-Leste. And I come back and I'd said the year before that, you know, I really wanted to build my own personal training business because I'd worked in gyms before and had a few clients, and, you know, I've always just had a passion for lifting. And just got the same deal. You know, people say, oh no, you're in a low socio area. It's not going to happen. Friends, family, doubtful of what it's going to go. But people that knew me close knew I'm a little stubborn bastard when it comes to actually getting crap done. Yeah. So yeah, I just established my ABN, got my business name up, and went and approached one of the old gyms I was at. And so it was around about that time when I just first contacted you.
Awesome. Okay, so if we kind of summed it up then, what were like the big problems you were facing like right then?
Big problems right then was just relationship building with a market. A market that I've been in before and knew a few and could pick a couple of clients up, but not extending it anywhere past that, you know, that organic reach of people that I already knew.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No, that's really good. So, okay. So I guess when you kind of break that on down from what, like, one, not getting enough leads, not being like positioned correctly, do you know what I mean? What was that really causing you at the end of the day? Just so we can obviously really start to flesh out, obviously from here, the plan that we actually started to execute on.
Well, it made me incredibly stressed. Not knowing where to lead, and you know, I just felt like I was just going to go back into the cycle of getting myself a freaking full-time job at $18 an hour, you know, and like, so yeah, that's where I was with that. So I just needed to know how we were going to market this and how I was actually going to pull in clients, because you know, I know how to train people and how to get them results, but I'm no freaking businessman. The marketing side of it's completely different aspect. Yeah.
Totally. And I think that's a good part of it. Like, because the thing is, you being the coach, that's what you're good at. Like, do you mean that's your forte right now, is obviously getting the clients results. So being able to structure that. And I think that's the beauty about what we've actually just done is we're just showing people what you're actually really good at. And there's no laziness about it. There's no salesy about it. Do you know what I mean? Like just today, how many people you got? 3 new clients just today?
3 on today, just today.
It's ridiculous. Okay, brilliant. Okay, so I guess if you start to break this on down, and I want to see from your perspective as well, kind of the framework, do you know what I mean? Obviously, one, you're being super confused with what it is to do, being scared of like, shit, do I go back to a normal job? How many times have we all heard that? I've had that conversation. So I actually had a conversation with a trainer in the US who said the exact same thing. And then obviously looking at how we start getting clients on board. Like, from what we've gone through so far, what do you actually think has been like the key things that we've been able to pull out?
Key thing in getting clients on board?
Yeah.
And you say it all the time, and you do it through the way we push content, is building relationships with people. Like, no one wants to frigging sign on with you if they don't know who the hell you are, what information you can provide, and what results you show other people. So like that's been the biggest thing, is getting relationships with people. So providing constant content and results through that way.
You know what the cool thing is, especially with like, say, that script, which really isn't even a script anyway, but you've got
I love it, man.
You got 100% conversion rate. And that's the beauty of it. Like, if you think about like 100% conversion rate with something like this, like, why do you actually think it's so good? And why do you love it?
Well, why do I love it? Can I quickly go to my room and grab something?
Yeah,
what I did? Yeah, okay.
Do it.
Actually, I might have one right here. Because I'm right on my desk where I've been working all morning. So what I actually did was from one of your scripts, on a phone call script, I converted it into a little questionnaire. So like your needs analysis as we talked about it.
Yeah.
And I wonder if can I flip this camera around? Yes, I can. Yep. So what I've done, I'll get it out of I've done questionnaire there, just chuck my little symbol on it, and I've ran through those couple of questions that you ran through with us on the phone, actually. So I've got six questions that I've done up, and I do this every time I'm on a call or when I see someone. So why now, why me? So the other day, it's because I'm at the open day. Tell me about your body health problems. What are you currently doing? What are your goals? It's literally Chris Duffy all over it. What's missing? What's broken? What do you need from me? And I really like this one. In 8 weeks' time, how do you want to pitch yourself physically, mentally? So those are the 6 questions that I run through. And getting back to the actual question, what I loved about those call scripts is the fact that we get them from their looking at their body health problems, what their goals are. They're socially engaged with you then because they're comfortable about talking to you about their problems, what they're having at the time. And I really just love that last question about pitching themselves in a better place. It just spikes that little bit of happiness and like stuff. Yeah, these are achievable goals, and then just following up with your favorite line. Well, not my favorite line of yours is that you'll make the perfect fit. Because. I can honestly say I've knocked back 2 people now. And I feel really good about that, actually, like confident.
How does that feel when you're actually like, no, you know what? This ain't working. You want kebabs?
Yeah.
I'm selling pizzas. This ain't good.
Yeah, and that felt really good to do because I wasn't just grabbing on every single person that come and talk to me. It's what was going to make the fit for my program and help me in a time for money situation. So I just love it to be able, and I love, being able to tell people with that, you're the perfect fit and explain to them, look, some people don't actually make the fit to this program. But you do. So you're in a special category to come and train with me. Yeah. So that's what I love about your call script. It's it. This freaking piece of paper here is signed on every damn client I got, man.
I think it's beautiful. That piece of paper is worth shit, quite a few dollars. That's it, Chris. I was going to message you. I was going to be like, oh man, you can start selling this 6 questions out for $100. The funny thing is, and I think this is like something actually really important to talk about, because there's those 6 questions right now, which has made you tens of thousands of dollars already. Do you know what I mean? But like, if you gave that to someone, just some trainer, go, oh, use this, they'll be like, what? Like, worthless. Do you know what I mean? But once we have this process on board, and what I love about what you're doing, you're getting people that are stone cold into not knowing who Callum is. Like they don't know you from a bar of soap, and you're really easily just being like, hey, this is what's going on. This is what you're looking for. This is what I do. Good fit. This is how it works. And then you sign with clients on left, right, and center.
Literally, frigging 10 on Saturday. Never met one of those people in my life. They don't even follow my page. Don't even know who the hell I was. Just boom, 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 boom. And the funny thing was, that call script or that, it builds so much of a relationship with the client already before you even start with them. Like, as of these last couple of days when I've been sending out invoices and emails to them, I just get a message back and it's just, I'm so pumped, so keen to get ready to work with you. So, you just get all that stuff back from, a simple get to know them through a bit of a script.
Yeah,
and,
totally.
Yeah. And through that stone cold, 10 people coming to you, it's just, the funny thing was, out of my actual open day, 6 out of 10 were actually existing members of that gym.
Oh, wow.
So what went to my brain was just like, wow, there must be such a big basis not even getting touched inside of the actual gym.
You've got a gold mine sitting there already.
legit, because there's only the one bloke that owns the gym. I'm the only trainer he's endorsed through there. It's a new gym that I've actually been pushing for now, because that's where I'm trying to get most of my mates.
This is actually something that I want to note down just for our coaching and stuff like that. So we're technically about 3 clients away from being fully booked right now. And you just signed on 3 clients today. Do you know what I mean? So the actual need to start bringing trainers on board is something we're probably going to need to start doing actually pretty ASAP there.
Well, like I said before, like I want to just get a bit of consistency and a bit of routine over the next, you know, I don't know, it could be a month, 2 months, because I'm actually moving houses this weekend.
Okay, that's fun. Throw that.
Yeah, so like, so just patterning some things down and get some consistent. But yeah, it could be something very definitely in the near future.
Okay, cool. So I guess the big thing is that I've got a plan for us to move forward is in, all right, getting everything on board to say, let's call it in like 4 weeks' time, start bring on 2 trainers to start taking on the overflow, and then actually looking at that online membership side as well.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, cool. Actually, okay, so let's get back into it. Sorry, I just want to make notes for us.
That's right.
From everything we've kind of covered so far, obviously building this up and doing such a killer, a killer weekend, and then it's just flowing. Like, it's actually like when you've got too many clients coming through. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's actually...
This week's crazy, man. This week's crazy.
Yeah, totally. So I guess what's the process that you've learned moving forward? What's the thing that you would actually go, okay, moving forward, I know I need to focus on X, Y, Z?
As of now?
Yeah, from now.
From now, focus on is just delivering clients' results. Are we talking marketing side?
But anything you think is most important.
Well, from now, continue to deliver clients' results, make sure they stay on board and get their consistency. You know, I graph up their statistics, their weights and measures, their increased results, make sure they stay motivated. Keep bringing that base into my closed Facebook group. Like, just before we jump on the call, with that testimonial, I think I brought another six people straight into that Facebook group, just like that, you know, with a link. So, that's... And messaging them, you know, so I've just been consistent with messaging people that first jump in my Facebook group.
Yeah.
From now, what else? Continue to produce freaking content. Dead set, people love it. Like, just once you've got a good basis that are enjoying your videos in your group, and you just chuck up a 2-minute video. Like I did one this morning, and like we talked about before, I was in there for 30 seconds, man, you know, like just in and out, recorded, done. And just people love the content to be able to use. Keep punching out client testimonials, keep getting them going. And yeah, that's it, eh? Like it's funny how much once things actually really get rolling and you put the work in, how easy it actually becomes as a roll-on effect, you know?
Yeah, totally. Okay, brilliant. Well, I tell you what then, what would you recommend other coaches to do? Do you know what I mean?
To get people on board.
Just to make better businesses, to not suck so much.
Go see Chris Dufay.
Do I pay you a commission for that? No, I appreciate that. That's obviously good, because obviously we've been able to kill it. But like, from what you've learned and what you see other trainers, I know we've talked about this as well. Like, we see so many other trainers doing the wrong stuff. Do you know what I mean? What is it that you think that they should actually start focusing on?
Well, the biggest thing, and like I've said, and that was a personal thing as well, is, you know, we're a freaking personal trainer. We're not a businessman. We don't know how to market unless you've done courses in the past, you know. Like, so in recommendation is seriously seek some advice out. You know, whether you pay for it or whether you've got a good mate that's a professional marketer, whatever it is, but seek someone that can provide you the assistance in being able to harbour in on a basis and being able to understand how a business works with the marketing side of things. Because I've no doubt if someone's, then this is the thing I think of, if you're seeking out for marketing assistance, well, I can tell you right now that person is genuinely damn serious about passion for fitness and for helping people as well, and genuinely know their crap.
Yeah, nice. Okay, I like that. You know, something I just thought about, the quitting PT and going to get a real job and what you were doing before and everything like that. Do you know what I mean? Do you want to actually walk people through kind of like your story of like what happened and kind of like, okay, I'm doing this.
I would love to.
I'm being able to, because I think this is actually something really cool to share, because I think it's an inspiring story. And when you said like, fuck it, do you know what I mean? Like, this is happening from now on, I'm going all in. Like, this is pretty cool.
Okay, let me. You got 5 minutes?
Let's do it. Let's go, Jan.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, so this is for everyone that might watch this. Look, when I first got back from overseas, I just started working back at a hardware in Kingaroy, which is a neighbouring town to mine. And I worked 4 days a week there because I was still trying to provide that little bit of time for building my business up, because I'd started that. And then what's happening is the boss just wouldn't give me the time that I wanted to be able to, reduce and cut back and put more time into my business. I knocked it back. I managed to get knocked back to
this is my
3 days a week.
guy, everyone. This is the dude that sourced my business visa so I can live in Bali. So hi, Yusak. You're talking to the world. You're famous now.
Wait.
Yusak. Good on you, Yusak. Keep going, bro.
Yeah, so I knocked back it to 3 days a week, but just with the number of people at work, I was getting slaughtered, man. Like, I was doing 10-hour days with half-hour lunch break, and I kid you not, I quote this, $16.56 an hour under the award. Like, yeah, man. Like, well, let's just soak that in for a bit.
How long ago is that? That's not that long ago.
This is 6 weeks ago. This is 6 weeks ago. I told you.
Hang on. 6 weeks ago, you were doing, what is it? $16.56.
Yep. So what's that? 10 by that. So I was making about $800 a fortnight for 60 hours of work.
Where you just did $9,000 of sales today. Sorry, keep going. This is so funny.
Okay, but so I'll just rewind for people first. I completely forgot to tell this, but I want to tell people this. I actually told Chris when we first jumped on, because I was skeptical as about costing and everything like that. And I was just like, stuff it, because I was working this job at the time as well. So $800 a fortnight. If anyone understands what Chris was charging, sort of thing, I was going to be tight. Like, I was going to be damn flipping tight, which I was. Every single cent of mine was just put aside. Got to pay for marketing. And I just really wanted to stick that out. So I'm just getting a phone charger.
Yeah, sure.
So. And what actually happened is I got into, after my first week with Chris, I really crapped myself, and I'm going, how the hell am I going to be able to actually afford this? And I actually jumped on a call with Chris, emailed him and said, Chris, I'm stopping. I'm no longer going to continue. I want my money back for the first 7 days. And I just can't believe it. You literally said to me, we'd be laughing about this. And so Chris just reassured me that, if I follow the process, that he had belief that I would be able to do what I wanted to do. And so with much emotion up in the air, I just thought, stuff it, let's just keep going through. Let's knuckle out, Callum, see what we can do. So that led me to
goosebumps.
So that led me to where I was working 4 days a week, dropped back to 3, but still massive days, getting underpaid. And then as a couple of more clients started drip feeding on, I just knew, I had to make the commitment. I had to make the jump to be able to put more time into content and put more time in my business to be where I was going to be. And this meant not only losing that money per fortnight, but I was making, I think, $180 a week off personal training. So like, you think that with fuel expenses and stuff, like, it was absolutely just tight as hell. But I thought, stuff it. So I walked in, told my boss. He got all arky up at me and said, because I just asked for more time off. I thought I could get 1 day, 2 days a week, which would have supported me better. And he got all fiery and said, he needs someone here in a business position. And I was like career position, man, like selling plumbing fittings at $16.50 an hour. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? So anyway, I left there, and my old boss, who in another hardware, actually in my local town, He's always been really supportive of what I've done. I've actually quit there twice and been back there 3 times now. Like, that's how good a bloke he is. And I told him, you know, what I was doing and how I wanted to get into my PT work proper. Yeah. And so, yeah, he's chucked me on. I'm actually still with him at the moment, but he allowed me and opened me the opportunity. I work there 1 day a week, 6 hours. That's what I do. Yeah. And that was just as a part of me to help me to just have a little bit of constant cash flow, just in case it's a bit of security thing. At the end of the week, you know, I can still pay for petrol sort of thing. So he's taken me on board. I dropped all my work, and then continued to do what I did, you know, content, listen to Chris, do the things I needed to do. Put the frigging work in, like, and I guess a lot of people got to understand too. Like, Chris provides you with what to do, but you've got to put the frigging work in as well. You know, it's a 2-way streak. So
you can lead the dog to water.
Exactly, yeah. And you know, went over to this gym where I knew this bloke, organised this open day, continued to feed content, just did everything I freaking could to be able to get this off the ground. Used Chris's call scripts. Yeah, boy. And that's how I've come to a point where I've got 15 clients running at $120 an hour, man, and just being able to have that as good work and feel so satisfied. Like today, to wake up, to not feel obliged to go to a daytime job, to be able to roll out of my bed whenever the hell I wanted, jump on my computer, get my crap done, to go to the gym at 11 o'clock, man. Like, who does that, you know? So, yeah, it's just so much contentment with it, you know? Doing what I love to do, making money for it, and being able to provide me for the time that I want it as well. So that's my story. There you go.
It's so cool, and I absolutely love it, Callum. And the coolest thing is this is just the start of it, and there's so much more to come, do you know what I mean, with what we're able to do. So we're scratching the surface, being able to do this shit. It's really cool. So I appreciate it, do you know what I mean? Because the thing is, it's got nothing to do with me. You're the one that had the cojones to reach out first. You're the one that, like, do you know what I mean, pulled your finger out and actually did the work. You're the one that followed through to actually be able to make all this happen. So I applaud you, my man. Like, that's the inspiration right there.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I really do. And, you know, it's funny because my parents had said to me, because they were so skeptical about it as well, like, oh, Cal's dedicating so much money into this, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, they really trusted me because I said to them, no, I'm like, I trust this bloke. Like, things will happen. Yeah. Like, it will happen. And I guess in my head, I had that within a month, I'm going to be flaming rolling in the cash, you know, sort of thing. Like, that's kind of what perspective I had in my head, but, you know, quickly learned that it's going to take time, takes process, and this is what I've got to expect to do. So, like, even just last night, I was talking to my father, and, like, he's just so pumped for me, hey. Like, he's just so proud. Like, even when he's got colleagues that he works with, and they see these videos, and, you know, they say, oh, what, is that your son? And he's just so proud to say, you know, yeah, that's my son, blah, blah. Oh, how old is he? Oh, he's 18. You know, they're just like, oh, man. It feels really good. So no, he's cool. Really happy with it. And he said to me last night, he's like, oh, so obviously you feel that the marketing Chris has paid off for your stuff, all my stuff. Yeah, every darn dollar.
Appreciate it. No, that's cool. And that's, I think the coolest thing is, like, obviously, like, having your old man, especially going from a situation where you were working a job, and then it's like, do I actually do this? Do you know what I mean? Especially coming from the parents' point of view, like, we've heard heaps of times, do you know what I mean, where the parents are the ones like, you really want to do this? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, this is risky stuff, because they don't really grasp what this is now, because it's such a kind of like new world of how we operate.
Exactly, and
really
it's so foreign to everyone, man. Like you said, you hear it so much time, and I've already copped it probably frigging 10 times. You know, go get a real job. It's like, what is? Tell me what a real job is, man. Like, dead set. Like,
that's a really good point, seriously, because, like, what is a real job these days? Because that's the thing. Like, how cool is training at like 11 or like 1? Do you know what I mean? And just being able to like chill the rest of the time. It's a completely different world. Because I remember, like, being in the gym from like 6 in the morning to 6 at night, sort of thing. You're just grinding the whole time under the gym roof, and you're just like, it's hell at the end of the day. It sounds really good, but it's not. But obviously now, crushing it.
Yeah. No. So no, just really happy to be in a position like this, and to really, and it's been good to have a few people in your friend circle. Like you always see there's quotes and memes and blah blah about surround yourself with successful minded people, or even just like people that believe in you and understand that that is your goals, and they know you're going to get there. So I just have this few people over the last 4 months of me talking crap, hopefully I'll be making this much money, be working this much time and doing what I love, and to really see that pay off, and to have those people just put their hand on my shoulder and just say dead set, nice work, Cal.
Nice.
You've done well. So
I applaud that. I applaud that. Good job, brother. Okay, brilliant. I tell you what, any last pieces of advices for everyone tuning in right now?
I reckon just really have just some good faith in yourself. Hey, in any position, whatever you can go, there are avenues to work with, and Chris shows us that there are avenues to work with. I'll just give you guys probably another 10 seconds worth of background on actually where I actually am. I'm in a low socio-economic area, man. In a small little demographic area, I have 1,500 people in my town. 1,500. This is a country town, guys. I'm not in Melbourne or Sydney or anything like that, with the neighbouring town with about 10,000 people in it, which is about 21 k's away from it. If I can pull numbers, if I can pull figures from this, everyone else should be laughing. Should be laughing. Yeah, so that's
it's
just
so true. So many people make excuses, and that's a really good point. So many people make excuses and stuff like that, and you put someone and go, you don't have the people just at the doorstep, just begging for it. Do you know what I mean? You've worked every single step of that. So I appreciate you sharing that.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's man, 1,500 people in my town. I know gyms that have 1,500 clients, for goodness sake.
I remember the first gym I worked at had 3,000 members.
What? And you can't get freaking 10 clients? Oh! Come live in the flipping country. Gosh.
That's so good. I love that. All right, brilliant. Okay.
And also, if this has really vibed with you, then you can apply for the one-on-one call with me, where I'll personally sit down and actually go through what your game plan needs to be, and also making sure that if you are the right fit to come onto the program from what Callum exactly has gone through as well to get to this point.